And today's toy spot is on the DC Universe Wave 5. This is figure 4, and this is a personal favorite of mine. Today we're looking at the Eradicator. I'll keep any childhood stories to a brief mention. I just don't want to bog down my reviews too much with me talking about stuff. But Eradicator, growing up in the 90s, Eradicator played a crucial role in one of my favorite story arcs in comics. Of course, that being the Death and Reign of Superman story. Package-wise, standard package as all the others. Won't say too much about that. On the back of the package, the other figures in this wave, we've got the Riddler, of course we've got Eradicator, Black Lightning, Amazo, and finally Atom. You read up, it says the Eradicator's sole mission is to preserve Kryptonian culture above all others. After Superman's death at the hands of Doomsday, the Eradicator's programming allowed it to temporarily take Superman's form and help bring him back to life. In addition to sharing the same superpowers as Superman, the Eradicator is able to manipulate all manner of energy, making him more than a match for even the Man of Steel. Statistics, first appearance, Action Comics Annual number 2, 1989. Real name, Dr. David Connor. Occupation, Kryptonian artifact. Base of operations, Fortress of Solitude. Special abilities, flight, super strength, heat vision, and invulnerable. I know I'm gonna forget about this when I actually take the figure out of the package, but the one thing I just want to point out to you guys, if you can see it, is the original concept design of Eradicator featured clear glasses. You guys can see that. You can actually make out his eyes underneath. The one thing that I do like, and usually it's the other way around, I always seem to like the prototype figure more so than the actual figure turns out to be. One thing I do like though is the fact that they ended up just giving him the solid glasses, which I consider more to be accurate to Eradicator than the clear glasses. So I like that they did fix that. But that is packaging on the Eradicator. What we'll do is we'll get this package opened up and we will have ourselves a better look at the Eradicator. So stay tuned. And the collect and connect piece that comes with Eradicator is one of 2 arms for Metallo. Once again, using a very small, what looks to be fragile peg. What we'll do is we'll bring in Metallo here, and we'll snap the arm into place. It doesn't seem to take very much at all to get the arm of Metallo in. This figure feels fragile. That bothers me. But what you essentially have now is one piece away from building a complete Metallo. Alright, so let's have a look at the very cool Eradicator. And I don't know, maybe if you didn't grow up in the, early 90s? I'm trying to remember, Superman was 92? I think it might have even been earlier than that. I don't think if you had grown up in that time period when the Reign of Superman was out, perhaps you might just walk by this figure and pass on him altogether. If you grew up with him, with the series, much like Nightfall, like I did, I probably, this was a figure, definitely a figure I wanted to pick up. And also, one thing that's good about it is, now that you've managed, if you were lucky enough to pick up this figure, you have yourself now a complete Reign of Superman. We've got, of course, Superboy from DC Universe Wave 16. No, where's my brain? It's not 16. It's Wave 14, I think. We've got of course, the Cyborg Superman from the DC Superheroes line, as well as the Steel from DC Superheroes line. And of course we've got the regenerative black costumed Superman from the Calabac series. But now you've got a complete Reign of Supermen. A nice little diorama you can put out on display, and no doubt that's what I'm going to do. Put out a nice display of all these guys. But I really, really like this figure. I like the fact that they've given him a different cape. Of course, the cape was different on Eradicator. It went into his shield, and it really fanned out. You can't quite do it in figure form, but I think they still did a pretty good job. I love the blue, the black. Reign of Superman wise, my money was on Eradicator. I really thought he was going to be the new Superman, but of course they ended up not having any of the four Supermen be the actual Superman, and Superman ended up being, of course, his real self. I really like this figure, though. I do like this figure. Aside from Riddler, this was the guy I wanted to get. In the way of Eradicator's articulation, there's also a bit of plastic buildup on the side of his visor here. He's got standard ball-jointed head. Also, I want to point out, too, that you can take the glasses off or the visor off if you really wanted to, and underneath is standard Superman head with the red heat vision eyes. He's got a standard ball jointed shoulder. You rotate the bicep, bend at the elbow, rotate the hand. Mid torso articulation. You bend at the waist, or rotate the waist. You can bend the leg back and forth, in and out. Rotate the thigh, bend at the knee, and finally bend at the foot. Now, I think Eradicator here probably is a number 2 of my favorite from this wave. I've yet to really open up Adam, but I think I'm already getting a feeling that this guy is going to be my top 3. A great figure, especially if you grew up in the 80s and 90s. This is a figure to pick up. Eradicator here, I'm going to give an 8.5 to. I love the design of him. I'm very, very happy that I picked him up. Today's toy spot was on this guy right here. Today we're looking at the DC Universe Wave 5 Eradicator. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.